BassResinator here. I have this wonderful mold that Julie Cuts from Pouring Your Heart Out designed, and it's a sea turtle. Now I have already UV resined glass eyes that taxidermists use, and I glued those in place with UV resin. You can see them in there, and I want to try out Bond Craftor products. First off, I have their UV resin, and I'm going to explain how I'm going to use that shortly. And then I just got some Happy Mail with 2 gallons of their 1-to-1 epoxy resin. So that's, I'm going to put, anyway, I'll show you what I'm going to do as I go along. I have these opal, it says natural stone. I can't imagine that this natural stone is actually totally natural for the price that I got it, because opals I know would be a lot more expensive than what I paid for these, but they're very pretty. Notice the color, you get opal colors in it. So I'm gonna put those on the back. Now if you have seen, I have used this mold many times with different, well, I'll show you. Here's one of the ones that I did many moons ago, and I use abalone shells in the back, which are really kind of cool. You can see underneath, you can see the shell underneath. So this time I'm going to use, and I have used different stones, amethyst and different things of that sort, but this time I'm going to use these, for lack of, on my part, believability that those are real opals. I'm going to call them Opaline, because they look very similar to the color that I should be seeing with opal. But before I do that, I'm also going to use InterResin's original Aurora powder, because it's very similar to this color when you use clear. So now, the eyes that I used are navy blue, and they fade up to a white. They're just amazing. You're gonna love them. So I'm going to dust his flippers and around the edge a little bit with this Aurora powder. You're not going to see much at all on this mold, because it's practically white. The powder looks white, so you're not going to see much. Okay, so I'm going to go in there and I'm going to dust his forehead. And I've got to be very careful that I don't bump those eyes out of place, because I have had the unfortunate experience of bumping the eyes and then they came loose, and I had a Cyclops turtle. Not what I want to have happen here. Okay, like I said, you're not going to be able to see it. Now I can see just a little bit of bluish color here on this flipper. Don't know if you're able to see it yet from that perspective. And I'm not caring if I get complete 100% coverage of the flipper. I want to get the main body of it. And I want to be careful not to get it down on that part of the shell, because that's where these stones are going to go. That little dog that's barking is named Abby. So if you hear Abby barking, she's a rescue, and apparently probably has some very trying times in her early life, because she barks to let, oh, look at this. This mold has A little bit of extra silicone over the edge. I don't want that. I didn't see that earlier. But when she's scared, she barks. When she's happy, she barks. When she's hungry, she barks. She's the barkingest dog. Cute little thing. But yeah, she's part corgi and we think part chihuahua. Doesn't look, she looks sort of like a corgi, but her snout is not the right length. So cute little dog though, but noisy. So if you ever hear dog barking like in the distance, then you're probably thinking, and you'd be very, if you're not right because it's some other dog, if you think it's Abby, you're probably 85 to 90% correct. Okay, now this, shall I try that? No, I'm not going to go around that under edge, the undercarriage. I'm going to go around on, add a little bit of color to these big shell scales. And then right down the middle is where we're going to go with these opalines. You know, I might go around the edge, at least up here in the front. Yeah, might as well. Oh no, I dropped some down here. Oh good, it's right there on the side. Don't want it going in the middle. Make way for the lady. Mm-hmm. Don't know why Gordon Lightfoot came to my mind, especially that song, but because I don't know if this is Lady Turtle or not, but we'll call it one. How's that? Okay. Done my damage. Let me get a little bit more in his snout area. Don't touch those eyes. Okay. Don't want to do any more because, like I said, I don't want to have a Cyclops turtle. Now, to keep these from moving around when I pour resin in, I'm going to use this UV resin. see a little bubble in that UV. There, got it. Got him. Got him. Yes, I did. Bubble up there. Now I got one more to go right back here by the tail. Anywhere I may have missed, that's where I'm hoping the epoxy will come in and form around it. That's what I've done with the other ones where I use stones. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is put it under the big lamp. Be right back. Okay, I cured that with the big lamp this way, and then I flipped it over so it cured on the bottom side as well. I just hope that those opaline crystals that are there show up once I mix the resin in around it. So now I'm going to mix up the resin, get my gloves on, and get after it. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I mixed this resin up for about 6 minutes, and in the instructions it says mix thoroughly, smoothly, consistently in clockwise direction for at least 3 minutes with a wooden spoon or plastic sticks. Tip: you may see streaks, bubbles, and cloudiness, and when mixing, it's a normal part of the chemical reaction, and your resin will become clear as it cures. Well, I put it into the vacuum chamber, and it got rid of the bubbles, but it's not clear at this point. So I'm going to trust that it says it will become clear as it cures, because it's already warming up. So I need to put it into this mold. You know what? I got it out of that vacuum chamber, and I was like, no, there's a little bit more that I need to do, hoping it would get rid of the cloudiness, but it did not. So let's pray that the clouds will go away and eyes stay in place, please. Now with this mold, I'm going to get up to a certain point, and I'm going to have to put something into the tail area to make sure there's no bubble, because it's a notorious mold for leaving bubbles in that tail. So get out, please, if there's any bubble in there. Come out.
In the Rio Grande Valley so wide, a noble turtle begins to glide, with dreams of resin art so fine, a sleep that's peaceful all the time. BassResinator plays its part, crafts the dreams like resin art. The night is calm, the air so sweet, soft whispers guide the turtle's feet. Close your eyes, little turtle, tight. Stars will guard you through the night. Opal glimmers in moon's glow, dreams in an endless flow. In a world of colors pure and bright, resin swirls in gentle light. Rio's river sings a tune beneath the watchful silver moon. Through the valley softly deep, where the shadows softly creep, turtle dreams of endless seas, carried by the evening breeze. Close your eyes, little turtle, tight. Stars will guard you through the night. Opal glimmers in moon's glow, dreams in an endless flow. Through the valley softly deep, where the shadows softly creep, turtle dreams of endless seas, carried by the evening breeze. Close your eyes, little turtle, tight. Stars will guard you through the night. Opal glimmers in moon's glow, dreams in an endless flow.
You've probably heard me say stuff about sharp edges before, but if you've never been cut by one of these things, there were just a very few bubbles that I had gotten in there because of the mixing process, or dumping it in here process. Little one right there, there, another one there, et voila, no more bubbles. Oh, some right here. Please cure up. I mean clear up, not just cure up. And I pray there's no bubbles right there and none right on his tail. Okay. That is odd the way that stays. But you know, it's actually starting to get clearer now, so that's cool. If it does it that way, then awesome. Oakley dokley. I will come back to you when this is cured up. And we'll see about this Craftor resin. See you later. This is cured up, but I can't tell if it's clear all the way through or not. I mean, I can see the stones, but maybe it's the color of the silicone that I'm seeing through. It's very nice and glossy here on the bottom, and I can see through the shininess on the fins. Here's the extra. I made this little mold for a rubber ducky, and I poured in the clear, and then I dumped in metallic shimmering yellow alcohol ink, and it infused. It didn't get into the head, but it got most of it. And then I used some white UV resin to try and color that beak, and a little bit of silver on for the eyes. So yeah, cute little ducky. Without that white on here, you couldn't see the beak. It was just clear. So I was like, nah, give it some color. I got a whole collection of these. My granddaughter loves playing with them. Okay, now to see what happened. See if we got a clear turtle. Because according to the directions, it may look cloudy, but it will clear while curing. Okay. Big try. Does the tail have an air bubble? Oh, just a little tiny one. I can fill that with UV glue, but I was hoping I could get it, or UV resin. I was hoping I could get it without any bubbles. Any bubbles. This right here, this area, it's flipper pit, not an armpit. It's sometimes difficult to get undone. Oh, and then that tail went back underneath. There we go. Now, don't know how clear that is, but right now it's not as clear as I wanted. But we'll see when I turn it over. But no air bubbles on the chin. Yay. But I can see those stones. Okay, let's try. Oh, nice. Look at those eyes. I can definitely see those stones on there. That's awesome. Yes. I did add that color, so maybe that's what caused it to look a little cloudy. Because if you look at the head straight on, that's clear. Well, I am definitely not disappointed. I am actually, if I've not disappointed, does that mean I'm appointed? You can see the clear where I poured that UV resin in there, and the bottom half of the stones. Yeah, pretty stinking cool here. So here we are. So Craftor, it's a good resin. I'm gonna have to do another try with without using any color to see if I have a completely clear representation of awesome resin. But right now I am not disappointed. I don't know what that is right there, but yeah. Cool. The opalescent or opaline turtle a la Craftor and friend. Okay. We'll see you for the next one. Thank you, subscribers, for hanging out with me. Invite some others. See how many other people we can get. That number keeps going up. It's slowly but surely creeping up. But, you know, we're quite a ways away. But if we get to 2,000, we may have to do something special. I did something special at 500. I did something special at 1,000. Something special at 1,500. Don't know what we'll do for 2,000, but let's see. Help me get there. Tell other people to join up, and we'll see what we can do. You know what? I told you I could fix that with UV. Let me do that while I'm still here with you. Because some people say, how do you do that? Well, here's how I do it. Get the UV resin. Turn this dude over. Find something to hold him up. There we go. Put the ducky there. So he's pretty solid. And then just get a little bit of UV resin to drip out of here. And you don't see the hole anymore, or the air bubble. And then we just cure it in place. Somebody says, do you have an air bubble? Well, I don't see any. My brother, I'm the oops child. I came along, have 3 older siblings, much older. And he got in trouble, one of my brothers. He'd hide his school books in the bushes when he came home. He didn't want to do his homework because my dad was a stickler for making us do the homework as soon as we got home. And say, you got any homework? You don't see any books, do you? Got any air bubbles? Don't see any, do you? So that's a way to fix up the air bubble situation, if you have any. Cool. Okay. Now, get them centered. Get that, whatever that is, off the desk. We'll see you for the next one.
In the Rio Grande Valley so wide, an opal turtle begins to glide, with dreams of resin art so fine, a sleep that's peaceful all the time. BassResinator plays its part, crafts the dreams like resin art. The night is calm, the air so sweet, soft whispers guide the turtle's feet. Close your eyes, little turtle, tight. Stars will guard you through the night. Opal glimmers and moons glow, dreams in an endless flow. In a world of colors pure and bright, resin swirls